Yes, good afternoon to all of you. In previous lecture, what we have discussed? Steady state stability of electrical drive.
Steady state stability.
Yes, okay. Okay, today we are going to discuss modes of operation of electrical drive. Modes of operation of electrical drive. So already we have discussed, generally the drive will be operated in three modes. The drive will be operated in three modes. What are those? What are those?
Steady state acceleration include
Deacceleration. Yes, very good. Steady state, acceleration, and deacceleration. Acceleration means during the starting. Deacceleration means stopping. For example, from 0 to maximum speed is reaching. Okay, 0 to maximum. So this is called as a acceleration. Clear? And next it will goes to the steady state. Next it will goes to the steady state. And again the speed is going to be decreased from maximum to minimum. This is called as the deacceleration. This is the braking time. Okay, that is stopping. Okay, this is the starting. This is the stopping. Okay, this is the steady state condition. This is the steady state condition. Means the drive will be operating in three modes: acceleration, steady state, and deacceleration period. Okay. Okay, as we know already, steady state operation takes place when the motor torque is equal to the load torque. Okay, already we have discussed in the previous topic. Steady state operation means when the motor torque is equal to the load torque. Okay, the steady state operation for a given speed is realized by the adjustment of steady state motor speed torque curve such that the motor and load torques are equal at this speed. So means what we can say here. So we have to adjust the motor speed, okay, in such a way. So motor torque and load torques are equal, okay, at the speed. Then the system can be comes into the steady state operation. Then the system will be comes into the steady state operation. Okay. When the motor parameters are adjusted to provide speed torque curve. Okay, when the motor's parameters are adjusted to provide the speed torque curve, drive runs at the desired speed omega m1. Drive runs at the desired speed. Okay, that is the omega m1. Okay, this is the omega m1. Omega is nothing but omega m is nothing but motor speed in radians per second. Omega m is nothing but motor speed in radians per second. One is nothing but the motor is running at one speed. The motor is running at one speed. Is it clear? So speed is changed to omega 2, omega m2. Okay, speed is changes means the motor is running at this speed and the speed is changes. At which speed the motor is running? Omega m2. Omega m2. Okay, when the motor parameter are adjusted to the provided speed torque R2, when the load torque opposes the motion, the motor work as a motoring operation first and third quadrant depending upon the direction of rotation. So means what we can say, when the load torque opposes the motion. So always in motoring operation, already we have discussed in the fourth quadrant operation of electrical drives. Okay, in first quadrant and fourth quadrant, sorry, in first and third quadrant, the motor, the load torque always opposes the motion of the motion of the motor or speed of the motor. Okay, so the direction of the motor means the speed and load torque are always opposite in the first and third quadrant. So already we have checked that one. We have seen that one in multi-quadrant operation. When the load is active, it can reverse or it send and act to assist the motion. For example, when the loaded hoist is lowered or unloaded hoist is lifted. Unloaded hoist is lifted means the load torque acts to assist the motion. Steady state operation for such case can be obtained by adding the mechanical brake which will produce the torque in direction to the opposition motion. So here, what is the meaning of this one? This is the one horse system is there. This is the one horse system is there. This is the motor shaft. This is the motor shaft, or this is the drum. This is the drum. Yeah. So one unloaded hoist is there. This unloaded hoist is at lower side. This is the unloaded side. Unloaded hoist is there at upper side. This is the fully loaded. Then what will happen? So here, if you want to bring this loaded case to the downward direction, okay, if you want to bring this loaded case to the downward direction, okay. So here, as actually the load torque is in this direction, the load torque in this direction, clear? So then what will happening? This is the unloaded cage. This is the unloaded cage. So if the motor is runs in this direction, so this loaded cage can come to the downward, but it cannot come to the downward with safety. It cannot come to the downward with safety because here this is the unloaded case. This is the unloaded case. So that's why to bring this loaded case to the downward direction, so we have to produce the motor torque in opposite direction to the load torque. Okay, we have to produce the what we can say, the motor should produce the torque. The motor should produce the torque, and this torque should be opposes the motor speed. Should be opposes the motor speed. Okay, if this motor torque is supported speed of the motor, then what will happening? This loaded case cannot be come to the downward with safety. That's why we have to develop or we have to produce the motor torque in opposite direction to the speed of the motor. Then the loaded case can come to the downward with safety. The loaded case can come to the downward with safety. So how we can develop this one? By applying the braking. By applying the braking means by developing a negative current. Negative current means negative torque. Negative torque means generating mode. Generating mode means braking condition. Is it clear? Okay. So for unloaded hoist, in order to bring upside, okay, we have to produce the torque. Okay, the torque should be opposes the motion. The torque should be opposite direction of the motor. Is it clear? So by applying the braking, that is maybe a mechanical or electrical braking. That may be a mechanical or electrical braking. My voice is clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next point. The steady state operation is obtained at speed which braking torque is equal to the load torque. So obviously, here also, when we are lifting the unloaded case, Okay, when we are lifting the unload cases, okay, in that cases also we can make the system into the we can make the system in steady state. Means when the braking torque is equal to the load torque, then that system can be comes into the steady state condition. Okay, when braking torque is equal to the load torque in braking time also. So drive operates in second and fourth depending on the direction of the rotation. Drive operates in the quadrant second and fourth. Second and fourth. Okay, depending on the direction of the rotation. So mechanical braking has a number of disadvantages. Frequent maintenance and replacement of brake shoes, lower life, braking power is always wasted as a heat. So for example, we have a mechanical braking in our two-wheelers. Okay, we have a mechanical braking setup in our two-wheelers. This mechanical braking setup is consisting of brake shoes, linings, okay, and so on, etc. Means it is having some mechanical components. It is having some mechanical components, brake shoes, brake linings, so on, etc. So to operate this mechanical braking properly, so it requires the proper maintenance time to time. Okay, the mechanical braking is require the proper maintenance time to time. So brake shoes कभी कभी चेक करना पड़ता है, चेंज करना पड़ता है, ब्रेक लाइनिंग्स भी चेक करना पड़ता है. Is it clear? So at the same time we are applying the mechanical force in order to stop the vehicle. At the same time we are applying the mechanical force, we are creating the mechanical force, okay, in order to stop the vehicle. So in that cases the energy is wasted in the form of heat. The energy is wasted in the form of heat. So this is also one of the main drawback in the mechanical braking. And one more thing, the braking cannot be smooth operatively. The mechanical braking cannot be smooth operatively, sorry, cannot operate very smoothly, cannot operate but very smoothly. Clear? So these are the very number of disadvantages there in mechanical braking. So due to these drawbacks, so we are going for the electrical braking. Okay, we are going for the electrical braking. Means that whatever we have a disadvantage in the mechanical braking, so all these disadvantages can be overcome by the electrical braking. All these disadvantages can be overcome by the electrical braking. So in electrical braking, the motor is made to work as a generator. Okay, in braking, the motor is made to work as a generator. Generator means it will convert from which energy to which energy?
Mechanical to electric.
Yes, it will convert from mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Means during the braking period, okay, during the braking operation, the motor is made to work as a generator. Okay, it will convert from mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So means whatever the energy is wasted in the form of heat, that energy also can be converted into the electrical energy. Okay, that energy also can be converted into the electrical energy. So here producing a torque in direction so as to oppose motion means generating mode means we are creating the opposing current. Opposing current means negative current. Negative current means negative torque. Negative torque means generating mode. Negative torque means generating mode. Okay. Even when the electrical braking is employed, the mechanical brakes may also be provided to ensure reliable operation of the drive. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Can anybody explain this one? Can anybody tell? Hello? Shubham? Shubham? Shivani? 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 Anyone is there? Gayatri,
Yes, sir.
can you explain this sentence, this point? Can you read this point? Can you read it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Even when electric
yes, carry on.
Even when electrical braking is employed, the mechanical brakes may also be provided to ensure reliable operation of the drive.
Yes. Can you justify it? Answer. What it means? Means we have a electrical braking setup. Okay, but for reliable operation, if sometimes electrical braking is failed, so what we will do that time? If you want to stop the motor, but electrical braking is not working properly, so we have to provide some alternative option. Na? We have to provide some alternative option. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why we are going to provide the mechanical braking also. So if any fault is occur, if any fault is creates, electrical braking is failure. So then that time there is no chance to stop the vehicle or to stop the motor speed and so on, etc. So that's why. So we have to provide the another setup, that is the mechanical braking setup also. Okay, in case any failure in the electrical braking, then we can use the mechanical brake. By using this mechanical braking, we can stop the motor or we can stop the vehicle and so on, etc. Are you got this? Are you got this point? All of you? समझ में आया क्या गायत्री? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
ओके, मीन्स अपन को दोनों ब्रेक प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए. इनकेस एक ब्रेक फेल हो गए तो दूसरा ब्रेक भी यूज कर सकते हैं अपन. Okay, so mechanical brakes are also employed to hold the driver to stand still because many braking methods are not able to produce the torque at standstill. Okay, so mechanical brake also employed to hold the driver to stand still. So mechanical braking is also provided to hold the motor shaft at the standstill. Standstill means stop position. Okay, next. Acceleration and deacceleration modes are transient operation. Next, steady state is over. Next, acceleration, deacceleration modes are the transient operation. Transient means during the starting operation and during the braking operation. Okay, during the starting operation and during the braking operation is called as the transient operation. Is called as the transient operation. Okay, drive operates in acceleration mode whenever increase in speed is required. Acceleration means acceleration means
Motor torque is greater than the load torque.
okay, drive operates in acceleration mode whenever the increase in speed is required. So for this, motor speed torque curve must be changed so the motor torque exceeds the load torque. Motor torque exceeds the load torque. So see here, so initially at zero speed, the load torque is greater than the motor torque. So in order to increase the speed, so we have to increase the motor torque. Okay, we have to increase the motor torque. So whenever the motor torque going to increase, the speed of the motor is also going to increase. Okay, it will the operation is comes to the acceleration period. Okay, the operation is comes to the acceleration period. Okay, increase in motor torque is accomplished by increasing the motor current. So how we can increase the motor torque? How we can increase the motor torque? motor torque is nothing but we have to increase the motor current. Okay, because the torque is proportional to the current always. The torque is proportional to the current. So whenever if we want to increase the motor torque, so we need to increase the motor current. We need to increase the motor current. Then the torque is also going to increase. Is it right? But while increasing the current, motor current, okay, I. So we have to keep remember. So this current should not be exceeded the maximum value. Should not exceeded the maximum value. So for example, if the rated cap value is 10 amperes, okay, if rated value is 10 amperes, okay, we can increase the current up to 10 amperes, okay, during the acceleration period. So, but if that current is exceeds the more than the 10 amperes, for example, 18 amperes or 20 amperes, then what will happening? This current is more than the rated value. So then that time there is a chance to damage the drive. There is a chance to damage the drive, means motor may be damaged or power electronic converter may be also damaged. Is it clear? Because the rated capacity is 10 amperes. If flow the 18 amperes current, high current, then what will happening? The winding may be glow. Okay, the winding may be glow. वाइंडिंग भी जल जाएगा मोटर पे, नहीं तो पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्वर्टर सेमीकंडक्टर डिवाइसेस क्या हो जाएगा? फेल्यूर हो जाएगा. If there is no protection, power semiconductor devices in the converter also may be damages. So that's why while increasing the current, we have to remember, so the current should not be exceeded the some rated value. The current should not be exceeded the some rated value. Okay. In application involving acceleration period of long duration, current must not be allowed to exceed the rated value. So obviously, for long periods, for long time, for long acceleration times, okay, the current should not be exceeded the rated value. But in case some loads having the very small duration for accelerating, very small time, it requires to reach the maximum speed, it will be very less time. So if high current is flowing in a short duration, then there is no problem, but the time should be very minimum. The time should be minimum. Okay, for a fraction of second, if a high current is flowing, then there is no problem. But for a long duration, continuously high current is flowing through the winding of the motor, then what will happening? The motor may be damages. So that's why we have to remember. So during the acceleration period, so while increasing the motor torque, so we have to keep remember the current values. Okay, the current value should not be exceeded the rated values. Is it right? Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see here, some diagram we are going to show. During the transient operation, when it is operating at point A, okay, the speed at the omega m1, okay, on y-axis we have taken the speed, motor speed in radius per second. On x-axis we have taken the torque. On x-axis we have taken the torque. Here, so to operate at point B, okay, to operate at point B means we are going to increase the motor speed. Omega, okay, omega m1 is that base speed. For example, this speed is more than the base speed, means at this speed, the torque is at this point. This point is called as represented by B. Okay, so when the motor torque is held constant during the acceleration, So but during the motor speed is increases, but the torque is constant. Okay, the motor current or motor torque is held constant. Okay, so if you want to increase the speed, so if you want to increase the motor torque, if you increase the motor torque, the current is increases, then what will happening? The drive is not in safe operation. That's why we have to put in torque is constant, even though speed is increasing. Okay, so that's why even at point A and point B, the drive is operates at a constant torque. Drive operates at the constant torque. So this path is consists of A comma D1, E1 and B1. A comma D1 comma E1 comma B. So from 1 to 5, 1 to 5 means different speeds. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, motor is operating at different speeds. That is represented by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 speeds. The motor speed torque curves. The motor speed torque curves is like this. The starting is a special case of acceleration. Starting is a special case of acceleration where the speed changes from 0 to desired speed. Starting means special case of observation. Okay, where the speed is changes from 0 to desired speed. Desired speed means rated speed. Okay, desired speed means rated speed. So all the points mentioned that relation to acceleration are applicable to starting. So all these curves, the drive is operating at different speeds. Okay, when all these drives are operating at different speed, the torque is also changes. Okay, this speed torque are represented like this during the acceleration. Okay, but after some particular point, the torque should be a constant, whatever the motor speed. The torque should be constant. Okay, motor speed increase करना मतलब torque speed और ज़्यादा increase करना नहीं. The maximum current allowed should not only be the safe and motor and power, but the drop in source voltage caused due to it should also be in acceptable limits. So what is the meaning of this sentence? What is the meaning of this point? So always we are discussing the motor current should not exceed the maximum value. Always we are discussing the motor current should not exceed the maximum value. Okay, not only that point, also we have to remember, so the voltage drop is also present. Okay, in the source voltage that should not be what we can say. For example, 230 volts is required. If the voltage drop to 10 volts, 20 volts, then what will happening? The drive may be also changes. The drive may be changes. So we have to remember the source voltage also not to drop down much more. The source voltage is also not to drop down much more. Okay, that should also we have to remember. Is it right? Okay, so we have a number of methods in order to limit the starting current. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have a number of methods to limit the starting current. Can you tell any one or two names for example, DC motor starting current limit करने के लिए? Starting methods of DC motors. 3-point starter, 4-point starter नाम सुना है क्या?
Yes.
So what 3-point starter, 4-point starter starting methods है ना? To start the motor. Is it right? Am I right? Anyone please?
Yes.
Means मोटर को स्मूथली स्टार्ट करने के लिए we are using the starters. स्टार्टर का फंक्शन क्या है? स्टार्टिंग टाइम में करंट को लिमिट करेगा. ओके स्टार्टिंग टाइम में करंट को लिमिटिंग करना है. लाइक द सेम इन एसी मोटर आल्सो. एसी मोटर में क्या क्या यूज करते? स्टार डेल्टा स्टार्टर है कि नाम सुना है क्या? नाम सुना है क्या स्टार डेल्टा स्टार्टर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
और ट्रांसफार्मर मेथड to start the motor. We are using the transformer. Slowly by increasing the voltage, the motor will start very smoothly. Okay, by using the star delta starter. पढ़ा है ना आप लोगों ने? स्टडी किए ना स्टार्टर्स? So means what we can say? So all these starters we are using to keep the currents at the limit value at the time of starting. Okay, all these starters are using for limiting the current at the time of starting for smooth start operation. Is it right? Are you got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like the same with deacceleration period also. Okay, like the same way. So what we can say, simply I will tell in 1 or 2 points. In deacceleration period also, deacceleration means the speed is going to decrease. Is it right? For example, this is the base speed, and we are going to decrease the motor speed at omega 3. Omega m3 is nothing but the motor speed is less than the desired speed. Desired speed means rated speed. So here also we have to develop the opposing current for braking. Okay, speed is going to decrease means braking है ना? Braking है ना? Am I right? Speed is going to decrease means braking. Am I audible anyone? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why you are not giving the reply anyone? So braking means speed is going to decrease. So here while braking operation or for deacceleration period, the speed is going to decrease from omega m1 to omega m3. Here omega m1 is greater than omega m3. Okay, omega m3 means this is the rated speed. Thus motor speed is operating at this point, means less than the rated speed. So in order to decrease the motor speed, we are going to apply the braking, that is the deacceleration. So for applying the braking, so we are going to increase the negative current. We are going to increase the negative current. So negative current increase करना है. Negative current means negative torque है ना? Negative current means negative torque. Negative torque means braking. So during this
Braking.
time, okay, during this time also the torque should be a constant. Okay, in deacceleration time also the torque should be maintained constant. Is it clear? So beyond this value, the value should not be exceeded these values. Okay, starting time में भी ये constant maintain करने का है, braking time पे भी constant maintain करने का है. Okay, so here the point A, D3, E3 and C will represent the deacceleration period. Clear? Okay. When starting takes place, no load or light loads, the methods will low starting torque can be employed. So whatever we have seen already, so go to the deacceleration period.